It's definitely sweater weather here in South Korea, which means the winter season will come before we know it. That also rings a bell for a flu vaccination. For more, we're joined by Professor Howard Lee this morning. Good to have you back.
Good morning to you.
Professor, South Korean health authorities are advising to get vaccinated for both flu and coronavirus this winter. Now, why is it necessary to get both of them?
Well, I think I can give you three reasons. First, we are entering into a season where flu can become epidemic. So we need some sort of protection against flu, particularly if you are older than 65. Second, the level of antibodies to COVID-19 might not be sufficiently high enough to protect us from becoming seriously ill by the infection. It is primarily because most of us had the last COVID-19 shot more than 6 months ago. The third reason, which I think is more important, is that we have a couple of studies published recently where co-vaccination with COVID-19 and flu was just as effective and safe as getting alone or one after the other. So it is more convenient getting both shots at one time, while we don't need to worry too much about any problem with that.
Right, especially if you're older, 65 or older, it is definitely recommended. And for a lot of us, it's been more than half a year since we got vaccinated for COVID-19. So that probably has worn out already. Now, then, which vaccination will be used this time for COVID-19? I mean, is there a newly developed one?
That's true. We will get messenger RNA vaccines made by either Pfizer or Moderna. But this time, both of them are based on the new dominant subvariant, which is XBB 1.5. So the vaccines are more protective than the previous bivalent vaccines. And at the same time, they got cleared from the regulatory agencies, as well as, including the MFDS in South Korea. Additionally, a protein subunit vaccine by Novavax will be also important soon for those who are not recommended to take the mRNA vaccine.
Definitely. Now, that will be just one shot, I heard this time. Why is it not 2 or 3, like during the pandemic years that we had to?
It's because our bodies can memorize the one that we got previously, either through vaccine or infection. This is quote-unquote immune memory. So we need just one instead of 2 or 3 this time.
So our bodies are pretty smart to remember the vaccine.
That's correct. That's correct.
Then do you, Professor Lee, actually recommend getting vaccinated for COVID-19 this fall and winter? I mean, the answer is pretty obvious, I think, but why is that? Because pandemic is over, I have to say.
Yeah, of course, the pandemic is over, as you have just said, but we still live with a virus. They are not gone completely yet. Not only that, as I said before, the level of antibody against COVID-19 has been continuously decreasing since we had the last one. So I strongly recommend you to get one this time again.
So it is okay to get both flu and COVID-19 vaccine on the same day? Would that be okay?
Yeah, so you just go to the clinic, whatever place that you like to go to, and just get one. Of course, you have to make a reservation beforehand.
Right, then it would be okay to have them just back-to-back either, right?
Yeah, of course. You just got one shot on one of your shoulders and the other one the other.
I see. Now, the COVID-19 vaccination will still be free of charge this winter, right? And now, can you... Right.
Yeah, so it is fully covered by the government as long as you are 12 years or older. However, flu vaccine is not free if you are over 12 but under 65.
Right. Now, how much can we actually expect to get that flu vaccine? Because I remember that was pretty costly.
Well, I don't recall. Actually, all the flu vaccines that I got was free from the hospitals.
Okay.
Hospital workers. So
right, I don't. So you have to be vaccinated.
How much that was, but yeah, well, I think your recollection might be correct.
Right, but still affordable to avoid that all the winter hassle.
Yeah, absolutely. You should go get one, but this time both.
Right, because COVID is free for those who are aged above 12.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But, well, you know what? If you live in the United States, you have to pay at least $160 for additional COVID-19 vaccine, but you don't need to pay that in South Korea.
Definitely. All right, to remember for our viewers too, just to get both COVID and flu for the brutal winter that's on the way, just around the corner, I guess.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, thank you so much, Professor Howard Lee, for your insight. As always, you stay warm.
Thank you very much. Yeah, you have a good one.